the all-stars versus the no-stars. Who will prevail?
John? Yep. Good find.
Shot, John? Yes. Come, Chris. There you go.
Nice. Here we go.
This is what I'm talking about. Fight.
Good D, John. 3 seconds.
Oh, 3. What? That was 3 in the key.
This is our last chance at redemption for the year. We got to lock in right now.
We're good. We're good. We're going to regroup.
They're going to lock in.
No.
I crashed the glass. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, no. Good shot.
No more playing around.
Defense.
Shot. Nice. Go.
Oh, let's go, Brian.
Got me, Chris.
No.
I get kicked.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With 2 Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the Boston Celtics and the Sacramento Kings. And it's the Kings to start out. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Here's Richmond. Pass to Lucas. Here's Robertson. 5 on the clock. Lucas passes to Weber. Shots blocked. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Pierce. First shot won't go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Richmond. It's tipped. Here's Bird.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Bird. First personal foul.
Here's Robertson. Jacks up a 3. Russell with the rebound. Bird passes to Havlicek. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
For the Celtics, John Havlicek.
And he drops the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Here's Robertson. Here's Weber. Tries yet again. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Chris Weber.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Kuzi. It's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Robertson. Second chance effort. And that one's good. Weber.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
A nice shot by Havlicek.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Pass to Lucas. Here's Pierce. They swipe it. Here we go. Here's Stojakovic. From outside, off the mark. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And then Russell with the dunk.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Timeout called. Sacramento.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
For your 916 crew. Once more, fans, another big round of applause for your Kings Youth Dance Team.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Robertson. And that one's on target from the wing.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Kuzi. It's blocked. And they recover it. Here's Cowens. Another shot. Pass to Kuzi. Shot clock at 2. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Kuzi's got his second basket of the game.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Robertson. And another basket for Sacramento.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Here's Pierce. He's scoreless. To the paint. Here's Russell. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need
2
to change.
minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Stojakovic. 1:51 left in the opening quarter. To the left side wing. Here's Robertson. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. He's got 6.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Kuzi, the pass to Pierce. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
4-3. Fires in the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Kings trailing. Here's Weber. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. He takes it in. Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Here's Richmond. No points so far. Pass to Robertson.
Celtics foul. Bob Cousy. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Kings, Oscar Robertson.
The first free throw is good. So Boston ends up going with a new group. And so he hits both. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. To the wing on the left. Outside Tatum. Pass to Sharman. Back to Tatum. White on the wing. 6 to shoot. There's the three. Hits the trifecta.
JoJo White.
There's 6 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Robertson. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's the Celtics. They're up by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
The Celtics with the lead. Taking a look at the Celtics. And it's Bird in at the 3. Back to White. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Celtics, JoJo White. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from White. And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Archibald. Takes it inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Archibald's got his first 2 points.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
White on the wing. Pass to Bird. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Here's Weber. Deflected. Here's Bird. Drops in the layup for 2.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
On offense, here are the Kings. 7-point differential. Outside Johnson. Pass to Weber. Well, he's now 2 for 7 after that bucket. So it's Boston now. Here's Bird, covered by Johnson. Here's McHale. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Sharman, the pass to McHale. 5 to shoot. A little mid-range shot is up. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Here's Sharman. Still no points. Outside White. Hauled in by the Kings. Weber's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Archibald. Here's Weber. He's guarded by White. Fades away. Here's Cousins, and he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
Well, big frame, great hands, and Cousins a load on the offensive glass.
Now White.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Cousins. First personal foul. Second team
All right,
foul.
guys, what do you think so far about the offensive
Shooting for
approach for the
Boston.
Celtics?
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Shooting 2.
That free throw no good, and it's a completely new group for the Kings. The Celtics making a switch here. Good on the second one. The Kings trailing. And the Kings call time here.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
You gotta make some noise! Okay, everyone. That was your 916 Crew Dance Team. Get loud once again.
Lucas passes to Fox. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Richmond. And the three off target.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the three.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Kuzi. Russell, the pass to Havlicek. Pure from three-point range. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Pass to Stojakovic. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second
Celtics
quarter.
foul. Bob Cousy. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Lucas, still without a bucket.
Celtics foul. Larry Bird. Third personal foul. Second team foul. In for your Kings, Oscar Robertson.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Second chance shot. Russell with the rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Kuzi. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Kuzi's got 6.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
So, Brian, this is year 3 with coaches and team branded as higher, and you ask them, they're in no rush to go back to the suits. The Heat's Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "There's so much less to think about. I used to hate those dress shoes. The Pistons' Monty Williams said, quote, "None of us can dress. That dry cleaning bill is gone, and you can pack in one bag." Brian?
Hey, that sounds pretty good, Allie. Thank you. And the Kings call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
There's 1:40 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Robertson. He's got 11. Nails it from beyond the arc. Stojakovic has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Pierce. With the drive. Oh, deflected. And here they come. Here's Richmond. And it's rejected. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Here's Lucas. No points yet. Pass to Richmond from behind the arc. Another 3 for Sacramento.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Bird. Hauled in by the Kings.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Pass to Kuzi. And he finishes. That makes it 4 out of 5.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Stojakovic. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Embry, guarded by Russell. Embry passes to Stojakovic. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Havlicek. 9 points in the game. Here's Kuzi. Off with the layup.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. Looking at Boston, and Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, what I like, the ball never stopped moving, nor did the players. Everyone working in unison, playing for one another. Love to watch this brand of basketball. We've got a whole nother half. I'm so excited.
And Kenny, your take on Sacramento.
Well, it's never fair. You're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter.
And that's going to do it.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And Boston has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Russell. Here's Pierce. Here's Havlicek. Just 4 to shoot. From the top of the key, Pierce can't get to it. The Kings trailing. And for Boston, Here's Richmond. Pass to Lucas. Here's Robertson. Kicked it. Here's Pierce. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Shooting for Boston, Paul Pierce. At the line for 1.
Here are the Kings with the ball now. Down by 12. Pass to Stojakovic. Here's Weber. He's got 5. Here's Richmond. Lucas passes to Weber. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot goes in. Weber's got 7 points in the game.
The defender is doing everything he can, but the height disparity limits his options.
Kuzi, the pass to Russell. Here's Havlicek. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Pass to Lucas. Fades and shoots. And the shot is good off the backboard.
Well, defending him inside is never an easy job. A little reminder of that right there.
Here's Pierce. He has 7. Driving in. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Timeout called. Sacramento.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Fires from 14. It's rebounded by McHale.
Because of his quick reactions, he was able to stay with the opponent and contest the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Second team foul. Shooting for Boston, Rajon Rondo. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And here are the Kings now. It's a 14-point game. Here's Birdsong. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
It's stolen by Johnson. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, diversity is certainly valued in the NBA, but Commissioner Adam Silver said we should have more women coaches. We should have a female head coach right now. We should have more women referees. As much as we've led in certain areas, we're a bit behind in this area. It's something we're working very hard on. Brian?
All right, great point there, Allie. Good stuff. We appreciate it. Here's Bibby. Checked by Rondo. Here's Cousins. And he can't get that one. Good work defensively by Russell. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Back to Rondo. Clock at 6. There's the steal. Here's Weber. He has 7. Knocked away. Pass to Rondo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Here's Weber. Pass to Cousins. Will it go? Weber, no good.
Tremendous effort. Defends the shot and gets in perfect position for the rebound.
Down low. Here's McHale. Yes, sir. Great play by Rondo to set him up. McHale's got his first basket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Weber gets a very good look and converts. Weber's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And Boston calls time here.
Here they come, fans. Your 916 crew. Let's hear it. Get loud once again for your Kings Youth Dance Team, everyone.
There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. Outside, Rondo. To the middle. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston ball. Checking in for the Celtics, Bob Cousy.
Off the inbound. It's rebounded by Divac.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
.46 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Archibald. Fox outside. Inside. Tipped away. Stolen by Russell. Here's Cousy. And the Celtics another three.
Now, Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
Here's Fox, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Cousy. Here's White. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Richmond. Divac, pass to Stojakovic. And that one drops for him.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
John Havlicek.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Here's Kuzi. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Pass to McHale. Here's Bird. Here's the 3. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Driving to the basket. Count that bucket.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Kuzi. White, the pass to Kuzi. Back to White. Here's Havlicek. No good with the triple.
So disruptive defensively out beyond the arc.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing. The ability to alter shots on the perimeter, that was beautiful.
Pass to Robertson. Clock at 4. This one for 3. They get it back. Here's Weber. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Bird passes to Kuzi. Here's Bird. Got it. Good job in the low post. And it's Sacramento's ball. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points.
Boston foul. Larry Bird. 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul. Checking in for the Celtics. Kevin Garnett. Paul Pierce.
Here's Robertson. Pass to Lucas. To the inside. And Robertson gets it to go.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
White with it. Here's Havlicek. The rebound by Robertson.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Outside White. Pass to Havlicek. Outside White. Here's Bird. Shot clock at 5. Blocked. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Robertson. He's guarded by White. Pass to Richmond. The shot, no good. Boston on offense. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's Bird. White for 3. That one doesn't drop. Here's Weber. Pass to Richmond. The floater. And it's good on the layup.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
And Boston calls time here.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
The game.
And there was absolutely nothing they could do to slow him down in this one. It seemed like every shot he put up went in. And his teammates responded smartly by continuing to feed him all night.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys, the head coach for Boston had some instructions for his guys during the break. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Kuzi. The turnaround jumper. They grab their own miss. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
At the line for the Celtics, Bill Russell. One shot.
Here's Robertson. Pass to Weber. 1:33 left to play in the fourth. Off target at the rim. Here's Kuzi. Havlicek passes to Bird. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Pierce. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Here's Richmond. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Shooting for Sacramento, Mitch Richmond.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Celtics. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Sharman.
Switch.
Can't connect from short range. Here's Sacramento now. They're on a 16-7 run. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
40 seconds left in the final quarter. Fires for three. The shot comes out.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Weber. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Boston on offense. 22 was their biggest lead. Outside, Rondo. We see the Celtics taking the W here.
The end of the game.
Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. for Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian.
All right, here we go. Game 2.
Here we go. Redemption.
Oh, man. I don't like losing the tip. No.
Yep, switch on there. Box now. Yep.
Sorry, John. I didn't want to risk it.
Y'all good?
Good take, Chris.
Great take, Chris.
There we go.
All right, tip on the board.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We've got the Boston Celtics facing the 90s team. Tip-off goes to the 90s team. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Bird is out there with Russell. Then it's Pierce. Then there's Havlicek. And it's Kuzi in the point. Now here's Pippen. Over Pierce. And Scottie Pippen the bucket on the assist from Michael Jordan.
From MJ. Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
Bird against Malone. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by Pippen. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the 90s team. And there's the pass to Stockton. Havlicek against Jordan. Lock at 6. Three-pointer from Stockton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pierce. About a minute played so far here in the first. Stockton with no one around him. The offensive rebound. Basket good.
Considered one of the strongest players in the league, Malone doesn't get distracted by a little contact.
Havlicek against Jordan. And stolen by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Lays it up off the glass.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Passes to Havlicek. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, and among the many things to like about Hondo, he is strictly about the team. Willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. The 90s team on offense. Here's Malone. The shot from the low post is good. Malone's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this is how unselfish Pippen can be, wanting to find his teammate.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Havlicek, and good,
John Havlicek,
as it just snugs right down through the net.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Bird, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston ball.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Havlicek.
And Pippen is a rugged defender, has tremendous length, and that helps him cover a lot of ground.
That one good for 2. Malone's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let out. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
But they can't find the net right now. And all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Let's keep it going, fans. Your 90s team dancers.
Here's Kuzi. Bird high post. Good work defensively by Malone.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Could there be any doubt? I mean, Bird's such a dead-eye shooter. Sometimes this guy practices threes with his eyes closed.
Now, here's Pippen. Stockton outside. Over Bird. The 90s team keeping it alive with a new 14. Pippen, the pass to Malone. Another shot. That one wide left. Celtics trail by to the inside. Bird's shot is good. He has 5.
And obviously you know about the deep range, but Bird just as lethal, working the angles on the interior.
Pippen outside. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Havlicek outside. Over Jordan. And it's Havlicek missing. Havlicek's gone 1 of 3. Down low. Here's Stockton. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. So for the 90s team, Robinson comes in for Elijah Wan. And it's Drexler in for Jordan.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Stockton, just a remarkable point guard. Lights out shooter and an even better distributor.
Rondo passes to McHale. Here's Sharman. There's 1:17 left to play in the first. From 10 feet out, and that one hits back iron.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
So it's Boston now, after the basket by the 90s team. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And you wondered if they would take the game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome to him.
Here's Rondo after the basket by the 90s team. Outside. They get it back.
How about that skill set that Cowens possesses? Shoots a high clip from the field and rebounds the ball well at either big man position.
It's his first trip to the line.
Dave Cowens.
And he makes the first. So for the 90s team, Shaq's checked in for Malone. Hill comes in for Scottie Pippen. And it's Payton in for John Stockton. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Payton outside. Outside Robinson. 5 to shoot. Hill passes to Robinson. Over McHale. He's off from 17 feet.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The 90s team leads by 9. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen so far from the 90s team, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On the court for the Celtics, Russell is out there with Garnett. Then there's Havlicek. Then it's Pierce. And it's Kuzi in at the point guard. Now, here's Payton. After the miss from Kevin Garnett.
Bumping, battling down low. Gary Payton is more than comfortable in those situations.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 90s team.
2 shots. A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
First free throw is good.
You know, we don't talk about defense a ton, especially with guards. But Gary Payton, he can change a game with his D.
Olajuwon's checked in for Shaq. And both free throws good for Payton. Celtics trail by 11. Outside, Pierce lets the 3 fly. The kick out to Havlicek. Shot clock at 6. And it's Garnett at the elbow. It's hauled in by Alonzo Mourning.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Hardaway's checked in for Gary Payton.
Penny Hardaway.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Hill. Rebound, Boston.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here is Havlicek. Hill deciding where to go with it. Here's Hardaway. Can't connect from short range.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
With his first shot attempt, that one's good, and the 90s team lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Kuzi. And it'll be the 90s team with their first time out of the game right here.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your youth dance squad.
And the 90s team making a change here. Stockton's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Bird, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. Stockton with it. Pass to Mourning. 6 to shoot. Here's Jordan. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Jordan's got 6.
Yeah, when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Now, here is Havlicek. Fires at the elbow. Here's Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal
foul.
Alonzo
Mourning. For Boston, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Bill Russell, 2 shots.
The first one falls. So for the 90s team, Malone's checked in for Mourning. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Hardaway. And the Celtics also making a change. White's checked in. And so Russell hits them both. And so Stockton will bring it up for the 90s team. Outside, Malone. Pass to Jordan. A fader. And he makes that one. Olajuwon's got the lead up to 11 now for the 90s team.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
The pass to White. 3-pointer. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Jordan in the corner. He gets that one. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's White, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Bird finds Pierce. Over Olajuwon. Boston, no good that time either.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bird. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, load management is among the new buzzwords around the league. Now, Adam Silver says maybe on top of your typical guaranteed contracts, some incremental money should be based on number of games played and results of those games. That's how most industries work. Kevin, we've seen changes with that. The league now mandates 65 games played during a season to qualify for most individual awards.
David, I'm a fan of it. It's a step-by-step process, but they've got to do something. It looks like they are. Thanks so much for the report.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Outside Rondo. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of basketball.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
This is it to Olajuwon. Jordan dishes to Stockton. Lets it go with a three. And it's sent back by Russell.
Wow. Look at the extension Russell gets there. That comes from great positioning plus the quick jump with the wingspan.
Here's Jordan. That's in, coming off the assist from Olajuwon. That's 10 points for Jordan.
A little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
Here's Sharman. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Stockton passes to Pippen. Back to Stockton. Olajuwon inside. Russell's there. Olajuwon's shot is good.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Now here's Rondo. He has yet to score. Pierce wide open. He fires. Hits it from three-point range.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Rondo against Stockton. Jordan outside. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Jordan's got 9 points now in the quarter. Here's Sharman. He kicks it to Rondo. Banked in off the glass.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
And so it's the home team. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
John Stockton out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Olajuwon, and there's Malone, and it's Pippen in at the third. And they pick up two. Pierce has got the first basket of the third quarter for Boston.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pierce's, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
And for Boston, Pierce is out there with Bird. Then there's Havlicek. Then it's Russell. And it's Kuzi in at the point guard position. Now here is Havlicek. And it's Pierce in the corner. To the middle. Tipped away. Stolen by Pippen. There's the lob to the hoop. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now here's Pierce. 5 points in the game. Kuzi with the bucket.
And his passing is probably the most underrated part of his game. Pierce is a terrific playmaker on that wing.
Jordan against Havlicek. A step-back shot here. Rebound, Boston. Russell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Havlicek with it. Picked up by Malone. That one's good, and the 90s team lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Havlicek. And so Jordan will bring it up for the 90s team. Stockton outside. Off target from three-point range. Count it. Pippen's got 6 points.
Easy to understand why they give Pippen the ball in that area, because this guy knows how to take advantage.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
So for the 90s team, Ewing comes in for Elijah Wan. Hardaway is subbed in for Michael Jordan. And then for Boston, Robert Parrish is checked in for Russell. And it's Tatum in for Pierce. Here's Kuzi. Feeds to Havlicek. Pass to Kuzi. The Celtics working the ball around now. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Stockton. Dishes to Malone. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Oh, wow, guys. Doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day,
Substitution for
it's
the
pretty
Celtics.
random.
Kevin McHale, he checked in for Boston. A little. Under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Kuzi passes to Parrish. Outside Tatum. McHale right side. Here's Kuzi. Tatum on the wing. 5 on the clock. Take that! Oh, Tatum from the parking lot.
And that's his strongest trait, the unselfishness from Kuzi. Fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has an opportunity for a clean look.
Then for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Havlicek outside. Good D by Hardaway. The 90s team on offense, leading by 12. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, without question, the game has changed in recent years. And there's always a debate about which game is better. Hall of Famer Julius Erving said in the 80s, nobody shot three-point shots unless they were down, and it was out of desperation. The line was there, but the game was played inside that line. The game was played in the paint, inside out. Kevin, different does not mean better or worse.
I would agree. The game rolls on, doesn't it, David? You've been in this league a long time. The game rolls on. And the 90s team calls time here.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
Robinson finds Drexler. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
For your 90s team, Clyde Drexler.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Drexler.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's White, still without a basket. Time now for an injury report. Now an update on Larry Bird from David Aldridge. What'd you find out, David?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. Told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. He won't return for this game, and depending on the final prognosis, he may miss a number of games before making a return. I'll let you know more details as soon as I find them out. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
First personal
No
foul.
question, he got bumped
Second
on that
team
shot.
At the line
And some
for
stats
two.
here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 90s team.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
No good on the free throw. Grant Hill, he's checked in for Pippen. The Celtics also changing it up. Garnett comes in for McHale, and it's Pierce in for Tatum. And he sinks the second. Celtics trail by 15. White the pass to Garnett. Here's Sharman.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
First personal foul, second team foul.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Now, here is Robinson. Shaq down low. Drexler outside. Ball stolen. Here's Sharman, and he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler.
All the officials are all over that one. Two.
Boston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the 90s team making a change here. Olajuwon's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. 35 seconds left to play in the third. White against Payton. Kicks it to Drexler. Pass to Robinson. Hill against Pierce. Hill passes to Drexler. 4 on the clock. Tries again. And Olajuwon finishes inside. Olajuwon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there. Almost automatic.
Here's Sharman. Robinson with the block. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The 90s team ahead, up by 15. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Stockton. Malone is out there with Hill. Then it's Jordan. And it's Olajuwon in its center. Jordan the pass to Olajuwon. Good. And it's Jordan picking up the assist.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Kuzma. Outside Pierce. And the pass to Parrish. Olajuwon with the block. And they get it back. And Bill Russell slams it in.
And this is the problem. The length, the timing, Russell, one of the very best at corralling misses and turning them into points.
Now here's Stockton. Jordan outside. Passes it to Olajuwon. Jordan with it. Jacks up a three. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
McHale, he checked in for Boston. Pass to Kuzi. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Oh, Russell in position. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And the relentless nature that is Bill Russell. Always working for the best scoring opportunity. Won't find one better than that.
Now here's Stockton. Outside Pippen. Shoots over Pierce. And the rebound goes to McHale. Celtics trail by 16. Here's Kuzi. Bangs home the trifecta.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Here is Stockton following the three-pointer by Boston. Malone. Rebounded by the Celtics. Russell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pippen against Pierce. From deep. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. That one on Pippen.
At the line for the Celtics, Paul Pierce. 1 shot.
Throw good, Paul Pierce. Here is Stockton. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Malone kicks to Stockton. Wants to get it to Olajuwon, and does. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. It's Pierce with the drive. McHale finds Pierce. Loose and stolen by Olajuwon. Pippen, the pass to Stockton. Inside. Here's Malone. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Here's Kuzi. He's covered by Stockton. Havlicek against Jordan. And it's Havlicek missing.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
For your 90s team, Scottie Pippen. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And maximum effort. That's what you see from Scottie Pippen game after game. He looks for ways to affect the game every minute.
And the 90s team making a change here. Robinson's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Celtics trail by 10. Here's the pass to Kuzi. Back to Pierce. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kuzi.
2 minutes.
There's the 3.
2 minutes.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kuzi's got 10 points here in the second half.
Timeout, 90s
well,
team.
they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And the 90s team calls time here. They're leading by 7. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Jordan.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the 90s team head coach said to his team. Now, he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Outside, Pierce. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Pippen. Stockton outside. The pass to Robinson. Back to Stockton. Here's Malone. And it's sent back by McHale. And now in transition is Pierce. Here we go. Here's Havlicek. And that comes off the assist by Pierce. And now it's only a 5-point 90s team lead. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Robinson down low. He's guarded by Russell. And good that time.
And the focus there from Robinson. Hard to rattle when he's this close to the basket. The D looks helpless.
And that one's good for Havlicek.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
To Kuzi. Shoots over Stockton. Here's Russell. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And now lead aside to foul intentional.
Bob Cousy.
And the 90s team calls time here.
Second team foul.
They're in front by 5.
Timeout.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And your dance team.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Timeout called. The Celtics. They're trailing by 5. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Fans, the loudest section gets free T-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. Let's keep it going, fans. Your 90s
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Havlicek against Jordan, and it's Russell with that extra effort.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
So, it's the 90s team now. They led by as many as 18 points.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
At the line for your 90s team, John Stockton.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And who else would you want on the line? I mean, Stockton is made for these situations.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Timeout called the Celtics. They're behind by 5. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Celtics with possession here. It's a 5-point game.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
First personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for 2, John Stockton.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's the pass to Kuzi. From outside, off the mark.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
So we see the 90s team get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.
Finish.
Nice.
You also know it's a tight game because I haven't heard anything from Bash the whole quarter. Bash is playing in the library now. He's focused.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We'll see the Golden State Warriors facing the home team. And it's the Warriors to start out. All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Pass to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Chamberlain, the second chance points on the tip in.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Here's Stockton. Now Jordan. Here's Stockton. The teardrop, and he lays it up and in.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Outside Curry. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that.
First team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Wilt Chamberlain. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Here's Stockton. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Olajuwon. Barry pulls it in.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
To the middle. Tipped. To the left wing. Here's Pippen. And the 18-footer right on the mark.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Here's Stockton. Jordan up top. Pass to Stockton. Here's Malone.